Hi, it's Denise Marie. Do you hear your spiritual guidance? And if you do hear it, do you follow it? That's one of the most important steps on the spiritual path is gaining that ability to hear your guidance and then to follow it. I remember years ago, it was probably 20 years ago or more, I received a message to leave my marriage. And I ignored it. And over the next couple of years, that kind of got louder, like leave your marriage. And I was getting unhappier and unhappier by the day. I developed health challenges. Things just weren't working out. And eventually, the marriage collapsed. It took several years, but the marriage completely collapsed. My ex sued me for custody of the kids. I lost my house. I racked up almost $70,000 in legal bills. So it was really difficult, and it's taken me a long time to recover from that. Now, if I had just listened to the guidance when I first received it, it would have been much more graceful and it would have been much easier. So when the universe is first giving you a message, it usually starts with a feather. Like it's very gentle. And you'll just get a first inkling of it. And then it will get a little bit stronger and a little bit stronger. And if you keep ignoring that message, eventually you'll be hit with that universal 2x4. And that's when it's just completely disrupts our life. And we usually need outside help to get through it. There's a big loss, we suffer. And all of that could be avoided if we listen to that guidance when we first receive it. So about a year and a half ago, I received guidance to shut down my business. And I remember when it first came in, it was like, what? I'm like, did I hear that right? My business was booming. I was hitting my sales goals. I had a large mailing list. I had offers on several telesummits. And I gave myself about 2 weeks to really listen and make sure it was guidance. And it said, pull your offers, no telesummits, shut everything down, which I did. Now, my egoic mind went nuts. It's like, are you crazy? It took us years to build this. You can't shut down your business. And what are we going to do for a mailing list? What are we going to do for money? Like that part of my brain just went nuts. But I listened to the guidance because I knew better. I didn't want to be hit with the 2x4. I wanted to learn the lesson in the easiest way possible. So I shut everything down. And then I started receiving guidance almost every night. I would wake up and I'd just start writing. And this information was coming through. Information on light codes and energy and spirit and heaven on earth and how to help people. So I was like, how lucky am I to have this gift to be schooled by the universe? I'm like, I was literally a student of the universe, learning the energy system, which is what I was already doing, but I was just taking it up to the next level. And during that process, I really had to trust the universe because no money was coming in and I didn't know what I was going to do. But I had to trust that the universe would provide, and what was needed, I did receive. And it's still a journey of listening to that guidance and trusting it. Because most of the time, it's not what my mind would want. It's not what my conditioned self thinks I should do in the world. But I'm learning, and through this process, I have learned to listen to that spiritual wisdom and to follow it. And when you start doing that, life is a lot easier. It's very different. But there's a joy. There's like something in my soul that knows I'm on the right path. So life is fun. It gets easier when we start listening to that guidance. So notice when you get that first inkling of a message and sit with it and make sure that it is guidance and it's not your mind trying to trick you or something like that. So when you get these messages, you want to listen to them. And then the next step is to follow them, to follow whatever that message is. And you'll see that your life will begin to shift when you start relying on that inner guidance, your infinite wisdom. You'll hear from spirit guides. And it's fun. It's magical. Have fun with it. See how you do.